quiet beast, nothing else to say, easy install on new build, if adding must remove Mobo. I upgraded from a Hyper 212 Plus, circa 2011, to the Fuma 2 and am very pleased. The temp drops are great, but my favorite improvement is how quiet the Fuma is. I tested the 212 Plus right before installing this cooler, to try to keep most variables as close as possible. One variable that changed was 212 Plus was installed with Arctic Silver as 5 thermal compound. With the Fuma 2 I used Gelid GC Extreme that came in the same shipment. House temperature was 68 degrees. With the 212 Plus I observed 32 to 34 C at idle, 71 to 73 C in prime 95 blend, and 79 to 82 C in prime 95 small FFT test. With the Fuma 2 I observed 32 to 34 C at idle, 58 to 61 C prime 95 blend, and 68 to 69 C in prime 95 small FFT. System i7 8700 kelvins, stock settings, ASUS Z370A prime motherboard, Chaser A71 case, EVGA RTX 2080 XC Ultra, 2x8 GB Corsair LPX 3000 MHz RAM, M2970 EVO SSD and 1.4 TB storage drive. Pros. Extreme. Fan is audible at 100% RPM, but I can only hear it if I turn down my case fans. Reduced temps 12C and prime 95. Both blend and small FFT tests versus prior cooler. Hyper 212 Plus, circa 2011. I think it looks really cool. I have no RAM clearance issues. 155mm height means it can fit in a wide variety of cases. My case has 160mm max, which eliminates many of the larger 140mm coolers. Fluid dynamic fan bearing should be more quiet and last longer. Cons. Costs $15 more than Fuma Reverend B did. However, availability on that model is limited now. A few days ago I saw sellers still had the Fuma Reverend B for $46 shipped. Today though it's $65 shipped. The Fuma Reverend B also uses sleeve-bearing fans. Installing the middle fan is indeed a little tricky, especially installing with Mobo still in the case as I did. I found it helped if I gently pulled the fan clips away from the cooling tower while lowering the fan. In my excitement I initially installed the center fan backwards. I was initially disappointed that temps did not improve at all and thankfully decided to double-check my install work. Great cooler. From my testing appears on par with Noctua NHU14S or NHD15S. It is also about as easy to install. The mounting system is good and it comes with a nice screwdriver that is useful for other things. Does not interfere with RAM slots at all. I think Scythe will be my go-to CPU cooler from now on for performance and value. Knocks everything else out of the park. I believe this cooler could be even better with higher RPM fans, but it would likely hurt its silent aspects. The only negative I have is that the fins are rather sharp compared to others, but they won't cut you unless you are completely careless. Easy to install with fans mounted. Ryzen 3631C at idle, 61C under heavy load. I am cooling a 9900 kF, stock, in a H700 case with this cooler. The 9900 kF hovers around 30-ish when watching streams and browsing, 45 to 60 when playing games. Click link in description for more reviews.